because that's rather classical. Things will always become legal matters, legal cases, and not only one, but quite a few, because at that point there were such an army of flying monkeys who fought wholeheartedly until their very last drop of blood. Well, it hasn't been shed yet, I'm afraid. But they have all adopted all these stories, and they saw science into anything, because this was from this view that they will all look upon me. And I actually did my best to make sure that they would drag me before court, because this opportunity I never had. I tried to bring those cases to different institutions, authorities and such, and everyone just expects, well, it seems like, oh, we must assume that things have been done correctly. Yeah, okay. And once again, this assuming. So the only way to get a voice, officially get a voice, was to have them actually dragging me in front of the court. And not that I really had any hopes about this, because things apparently were so fucked up. But still, it's a means of measuring things. It's like a thermometer or something. You get an idea about where things are and how things look, and cards on the table, cards on the table. Mine had actually been on the table all the time. I never had any secret agenda, and none of these other things really came as surprises. But there was something that really struck me. Well, load of shit. This is a big black plastic bag of garbage, stinking, half-rotten garbage, unrecognizable but nasty, and this whole bag was like poured over me, and looking at things, those things even recognizable, next after the smell of things, the reaction, what on earth do these specific things have in common? What's the connection between them? What's their connection to me? What's the connection to any of these situations? actual cases in the actual present anythings, and besides, they are, most of it is just fabricated. And the weird thing is that at this point you actually feel sorry for that other one, the narcissist, because fuck, this will become some crash really, and she will expose herself all these sick things that no one has actually seen or reacted to. I had seen it all, but not that gone that far, that it ever occurred to me that this is not healthy. Here it comes, everything, and how the hell will I reply to this without making her look like a complete idiot? Because really, that's not exactly what you hope for. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being an idiot, but actually she is not. There is just some kind of disorder, but I mean, it's not about being unintelligent or anything like that. What will this, how will this strike back on her? And yeah, actually you're more concerned about that than by how to save your own life, because things become so weird apart from this being used to always having this explanations, this defending the abuser, and I tried to put things as gently as I could, and I tried to point out that this whole thing is not about any actual situation. It's just covering me in dirt in general, just how what an awful person I am, and how twisted and sick and all that. This actually is nothing more than defamation. Well, my words were actually completely unnecessary, because she was not perceived as being an idiot, as far as I know. On the other hand, they look very seriously upon things, and everyone agreed upon the gravity of the whole situation and my set of problems and how things might perhaps end up, and she would be the right person to keep an eye on things and such. And no, really, this cannot be happening, only that it actually is. And these things are so weird that when actually quoting things, speaking to others, not being involved, reading directly from these papers, things being said, they do not believe me. No, I believe you remember incorrectly. I'm reading from the actual paper. This is what it says. And it's really alarming, and none of these are in any way they aware, or they show no signs of seeing anything remarkable into any of this. And then we're all the way up to the top, the very fucking legal system, and this is when it becomes real scary, because what are they telling you? That in reality you have no rights. This can be done to you, and theoretically, I guess, anytime, or as soon as I oppose to something being said against me. Even more so after this, because then all these things have been added to. Yeah, we've seen this all before. Usual Suspects, one of our old acquaintances, and this is when you actually make this comparison, this parallel, spellbound, because fuck, this is really what it looks like. Those blank faces, as having been charmed by a narcissist or whatever.